us to talk more is Cherise Harrison, Executive Director of the museum. Thank you so much for joining us this afternoon.
Oh, well, thank you for having me today.
Now let's kick things off and talk about the goal of the museum. What exactly is the goal that you all have?
The goal is to preserve the history of the Fayette area as well as Martinsville and Henry County as a whole. I often tell individuals that Black history is not just Black history, it is America's history, but it's being told in its totality.
Yeah, absolutely. And talk about this piece. There's going to be veterans honored in the new piece next week. Talk about their roots to Martinsville and the area.
Okay, so we have such a rich history in our area, and it's not often talked about. So that piece is going to be done by a regional artist, C.T. Artwoods. That's how you'll find him on social media. And he's going to feature first Dr. Dana Baldwin. Most people know him as Dr. Baldwin. When World War I broke out, he was brought in and he volunteered for the Med Corps. And he was commissioned as first lieutenant. So he's going to be featured. That's going to be followed by Sergeant Floyd Hairston, who was a Buffalo soldier.
Oh, wow.
And then Lieutenant Colonel Armour McDaniel, who was a Tuskegee Airman. If you remember the movie Red Tails, the airman that was shot down and he had to basically bail out of his plane and was a prisoner of war, that was Lieutenant Colonel Armour McDaniel. And then finally, four-star General Dennis Vah, who was the 18th General of the U.S. Material Command. They are all from Martinsville, Virginia. Actual Dr. Dana Baldwin was from Apex, North Carolina. But when he came to Martinsville, he basically built the Black Wall Street of the area.
That is so cool to have such rich history in our area. I mean, for you personally, what is it like being able to thumb through those pages and bring history alive at that museum?
No offense to anyone's job, but I often say, I have the best job in the world. I learn something new every day. You know, I was reading up just to make sure when I came on the show this evening that I was able to really get to share in totality what I wanted to, and I learned something new about one of the soldiers that's being honored. Wow. So it's a job where learning is fundamental, and I'm learning something new every day. And as I get to share it, it is exciting to get to see the way people's eyes brighten up and how people feel honored, the ones that are living, when they're still being honored this way.
Yeah.
Right, absolutely. And talk about, you get to learn something new every day with your job. I mean, I'm sure so many people who can come to the museum and learn more. Why should people take that initiative to learn more?
You're not really going to learn a lot of what we're going to teach in your history books. While that can be unfortunate, it is just basically what it is, right? And so when you come in the museum, you can take the time, you can look around, you can learn. We have books, we can teach you. You want to make sure that you understand everything that's happening now. Often they quote that there's nothing new under the sun, right? And I often say if you don't learn history, history will repeat itself, but you won't see it coming because you didn't know what happened before.
Now, once again, where can people come and experience the museum? Because, you know, we've been talking about how amazing it is. Where can people go again?
211 Fayette Street, which is in Martinsville, Virginia. Fayette Street was the historic district in the African American community. It was where most of the businesses were located. We're there and we're available Mondays and Tuesdays. I do private tours. And Wednesday through Friday, we're open from 10 a.m. until 4 p.m. and on first and third Saturdays from 10 a.m. to 3 p.m.
And this veterans painting will be unveiled on Veterans Day.
On Veterans Day at 4 p.m.
Alrighty.
That's awesome.
We're going to have to go check it out.
Yeah, we are. I mean, it's going to be a lot of fun.
Yeah, absolutely.
I'm excited.
Well, thank you so much for joining us.